Hi, Susie from Pink Diamond Guide with a reading from the aspect of Capricorn. Let's see what's going on energetically for you, Capricorn, at the moment. We're going to do 6 cards, an oracle card. Let's just dive straight on in. What have we got? The Hierophant in the push from the universe, the Wheel of Fortune as what's happening for you now. The Page of Cups in the soul space, the Page of Wands in the challenge, the Two of Swords in the advice from Spirit, and Page of Pentacles comes in as your likely outcome. Look, what's happening for you, Capricorn? It feels like to me that you're having some kind of an awakening, some kind of spiritual growing up. Look at this push from the universe, right? The Hierophant, the energy of the Hierophant. So I almost want to see this energy as if the universe itself is your mentor. So maybe you've been sitting in a space of denial for a very, very long time, pushing down a path where you're going, that you're just relying on your ego, you're relying on, like opinions from other people around you, and not actually listening in on your instinct. Now, instinct can feel icky at times, it sits outside of the fantasy, right? But when the universe really wants you to learn a lesson, it's going to put you up against some really challenging situations. And sometimes you've got to move with the icky feeling, not the one that feels like it's fun and fantastical. So what I've got as this push from the universe is going, are you finally ready to work with the universe? Are you finally ready to let the universe be your mentor? And if you are, who do you need to, I get the feeling you need to say sorry to someone. I get the feeling you need to make amends with people, because your life needs to do a 180 for you to actually regain some happiness in the scenario that you're in. Because it feels to me like you've been on a bit of a path where you could have been lying to yourself, you could have been lying to other people, telling everyone that you're happy, telling everyone that the path that you've chosen was the right path for you, and oh my gosh, I've been traveling along, and everything that I'm doing, it's how it was meant to be. But all the while you've been ignoring the push from the universe, or the intuition, or the decisions that were the icky decisions that you needed to make. And now the universe is going, oh, you hear my voice, you hear what I'm trying to tell you to do. The icky thing, I want you to do the thing that feels uncomfortable in order to turn your situation around, because I genuinely want you to be happy. So it feels to me like there's like a spiritual maturity happening, and that doesn't really surprise me too much. There's a few energies kind of available to us cosmically that would suggest those kinds of transitions are occurring. But it does feel to me, Capricorn, like your energy is elevated in there some way, in that of all the signs, you might be having, it's like you're getting fresh new eyes. Now, in that new moon in Aries, that was back on the 21st, 22nd of March. It was fresh starts, it was healing your thoughts, and it was being optimistic. Now, what we had in the energy of March overall, I would have said things like blasting away at the past, spiritual discipline, and healing was another energy that I was sort of leaning on for the month of March. Now, as we move our energy into April, there's a couple of transits that are really going to support your common sense thinking. Now, Capricorn, you're generally very commonsensical, which is why it's been hard to follow the icky feelings of your intuition. Now, your thinking is about to get very down to earth, very solid, very stable, very common sense, and even very stubborn. So it could be that you're going, no, I know that my intuition is telling me the right thing to do. And it could be you have family, friends. It could even be that you're trying to move away from a partner or a relationship that you just know is not working for you, but you've been stuck in a commitment that's not working. And now you want to go, I want to spin this wheel in my favor, because I have a cup of love for something else. Now, my gut feeling is that you want to move away from your current situation. So whether this is love, work, lifestyle, however it plays out for you, you are evolving and you're trusting your intuition. I heard a really good analogy of what I'm trying to sort of access today. You're kind of in the beta plan, or the beta phase. It's like going, sometimes you can stay in a situation that's okay. But if it would have been better if that situation had been worse, because you would have taken action towards the alpha state. So you sat in that beta state, or that beta state where everything was okay, and you could convince yourself and you could convince other people around you that what was going on was okay. It wasn't bad enough for you to actually take action. So when this intuition energy was upon you, it was easy for you to go, actually, I'm okay where I am. I can put up with it. It's not so bad that it forces me to take action, where in reality, if the situation had been worse, it probably would have been better for you because you would have taken action. Interesting analogy, hey? Now, look, it does. You're at the point where you do want to make some changes, and not everybody is happy about it. I've got this energy that you want to make an offer to someone. Now, it is cup, so we are going to lean on love here. But for you to do this, it feels to me like it's going to take a whole lot of gumption, a whole lot of courage. Perhaps it's someone from your past that you've hurt before, and you're looking back and you're going, I actually know who I was supposed to be with, and I made a decision that now I'm stuck with. And for me to get out of it actually means my offer to this person is going to look pretty pissy in the grand scheme of things. And for me to actually deliver this offer to someone, it means I've got to climb a really grand staircase, and that's a whole lot of pride swallowing that has to go on there. But the universe is saying that icky feeling that I'm pushing towards you, that says you should take your little pissy cup of love, right? This small offer that you have, and you should climb the staircase because you just don't know what's going to happen. So what's your challenge at the moment is you've got the Page of Wands. This to me is like going, I can't actually think of the idea that would, I haven't got the divine spark available to me. I haven't got the plan. So see how, look, I'm kind of looking here and see how this wand is right at this person's head. It's like going, please, please, please move from over here where the divine is going. Let's concoct a plan. And you're going, well, make it real. Give me something tangible. I get the feeling at the moment you're dreaming up plenty of scenarios. You could even be sitting there typing messages on your phone, but you're not sending them because the words just won't come out right, because you know whoever this person is that you're holding a cup of love for, you know you've done them wrong, or that you haven't given them a full cup in the past, and to come back to them at this point, it could feel like your offer is a little underdone. Now flip this, if this is in the reverse, if this is you waiting on someone to bring an offer, you can imagine that they're carrying a small cup and it's hard to approach you. I get the feeling this is you though, Capricorn. I'm reading it from your perspective. Of course, flip it if you need to. Right, advice from Spirit. This is kind of, I was leaning in on this energy when I was looking at this energy as well. And it's going, intuition is not listening to what your family says. It's not listening to what this person could be begging you to stay, right? They could be on their knees going, don't do this. Don't leave me. We can fix this. This can be changed. This can be adjusted. And your family's going, what are you doing? You've got responsibilities here. You need to do the right thing. You need to do what we say is the right thing. But you've got this icky feeling in your gut that everything that you've put into place so far is just not working for you. So what you want to do is close your eyes, and you're like going, I want to lean in on my intuition, and I want the divine to lead me down the path that I need to go. I want to offer this to somebody, and I know it's a grand effort with a small cup. But universe, please spin this wheel 180. Now look at this as the likely outcome. Page of Pentacles, right? This puts you back. Look at all these page energies. You got 3 of them. You got 3 page energies. You're really feeling humbled, right, Capricorn? You're kind of feeling like you've got to the point where you're just going, I am so humbled. I actually can now perfectly understand where I went wrong. I'm now a student of my own life, and I'm willing to self-reflect, and I know that this situation is now bad enough for me to take action. I am now in enough pain to turn my life 180 and go towards the thing that I want, and that I will be a student eternal of how to make this right. I will be looking for ways to make it better. I will be looking for ways to be more solid, more permanent, more reliable, more somebody that somebody would be proud to have as their own. So this feels like it's been a big learning curve for you, Capricorn, in that, You made a decision, you went down a path, you trusted your instinct to the best of your ability, but you didn't listen to the icky part of the instinct. Instead, you shut that down, and now you have to be a student of the icky part of your instinct, which means you've got a big job to do to bring back the circumstance you actually want instead of tolerating the circumstance that you are in. Now let's get you an oracle card and see what's going on there. Let's have a look. Well, look, I'm going to take this one jumped out, and this one was the one that, you know, I'd flipped to, as I shuffled, I opened to this one. So it is a positive outcome, and it is the divine will. Now, this is going to take some work, right? But I actually get the feeling that it might feel like you're crawling on your knees. It might feel like you're begging for a second chance. It might be saying, I've changed. Take a fresh new look at me. I'm now humbled. I'm humbled and I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to grow. I'm willing to do better. But if you can humble yourself to that energy, it says here, you're going to have a positive outcome. So for mine, let the divine lead you, because look at this. The divine wants you to have a mentor, right? The universe itself wants to construct, because you've come into some level of conclusion, because you can actually see yourself with some level of honest truth. You know you've hurt people. You know you've acted selfishly in the past. You know that you've only put your thoughts and your needs and your wants ahead of other people. And you found yourself now in a situation that could have had you feeling like you were backed into a corner. I get the feeling something's happened in that scenario that took the scenario from tolerable to intolerable. So it could be there were things playing out that you just never expected to happen. Someone could have been lying to you, confusing you, breadcrumbing you. There could be some level of going, or even they're just using you for your finances. Something along those levels where you just go, actually, I made a mistake. Now, how do I rectify it? Last time I didn't listen to my intuition. This time I'm going to, even though it feels icky. Intuition is feeling icky, but the situation is now bad enough for me to take action, and that's on me. I'm humbled. I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to grow, and I'm willing to make the correct offer, even though it will look small in the grand scheme of things. I'm willing to climb this staircase on my knees if I have to, listening to the divine leading me on my path back to my happiness. This is a big journey for you, Capricorn, but I'm going to wrap up this reading here and say, in faith, hope, and love, it's bye from me for now.